Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First play, Watson to the air. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. First and 10, Watson. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Watson on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got this to Williams, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. Back to throw, Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Debo. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a toss right side for Debo. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as it... over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, it's Debo.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Debo Samuel, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion left comes Williams. On 2nd and 10, Watson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A.
Chris Olave.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7. Sam Martin set.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Set.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw is Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air yet again, Watson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll give it to Samuel. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A handoff for Samuel.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and still.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Watson on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's a give to Samuel.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Samuel.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wilson. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
Oh, boy, when a good tight end reads man coverage, is able to run the corner route, almost impossible to defend. They can use a good head fake, work him inside, then they'll get him on their back or on their hip and keep them away from the football with their body.
Now it's Wilson. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This is Samuel. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Here's Samuel. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Samuel, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To throw is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, Samuel, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Wilson going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.